Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Sooners will kick it away to get this game going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Handoff from the shotgun.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
With the return, it's Soto. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down after a short gain. He does not make the first down yardage. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Try and muscle for the first down. Defense stops him right at the line there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Snags the quick throw. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. As a design quarterback keeper. Tackled, but first down.
That's the 31-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Defense is coming after him. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Drops back, looking to throw on third and forever. Finds an open target on the left side. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Boy, they get some big yards here on third down, but they're still going to be short. So bring up a fourth down and a big decision for this offense.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Incompletion sets up a second down. It's a shotgun run call. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise, and doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
There's a first and 10 play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's a quick grab. He gains 9, so it's second and 1.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
A completion makes it second down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game scored.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Young. And they get him down after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Buffs. He will score. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. We go with a direct snap. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's 4th down and 4. Try to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
The Buffaloes have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
And the Buffaloes are in the red zone now. Ball handed off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Point forward on 4th down. The marker is at the 1-yard line. Direct snap to the back. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Pulls it in. It's Young. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made on the left side. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He stopped him right at the 24. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. And the Sooners will line up to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. The shotgun running play call. Fighting off the defender. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. And the kickoff will be returned. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Then he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
That's reeled in. It's Young. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First and 10 play coming up. Here's the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
He'll hand it off. Fights off the defender. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Okay, it's third down after that run. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The Sooners will line up to kick it away. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. This has been a struggle for both offenses so far. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He eludes the rush. Running out of time in the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier. Not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Makes the catch downfield. They'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great gain on the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And there's the handoff. Touchdown, Colorado. And they go in front here in the second half. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And now the handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Just a great play by the running back here. Finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Brought to the sideline, but just a short gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Young. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of
That's
downs.
the last time he's going to get that shit.
Conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On first down, it's play action. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 14, Oklahoma 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Got him. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Sooners come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Offense facing 4th down.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. You're late in the game. You got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Buffaloes will have to punt this one away. Running it back, it's Sota. Oh, and he's got some space here. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fights through a tackle. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Pretty good job here by the quarterback of just getting away from the sack and throwing that ball away to live for the next down. I really thought he was going to be brought down. They had such good pressure on him. But once again, you can see the mobility of this young man and what he's capable of doing. So, incompletion, but at least it's not a negative play or a turnover.
Quick throw to the left side. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Throws it to the right. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Bringing it back, it's Sota. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Running play called on 3rd and short. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Tight end goes in motion. They're going to run it here. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. Using his legs, it's Young. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Second down and goal. Gives it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And out comes the field goal unit. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout,
And the field goal unit coming on the field now.
number 12.
So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. And it's good. A walk-off game winner. But you love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up.